So we were talking about species, right? So species, how do we keep them? There should be what? Reproductive isolation. Reproductive isolation means this particular set of organisms, they are not able to interbreed with dog. The dogs don't interbreed with monkey, right? Human beings are put in one species because they can interbreed. Dogs are put in one species because they can interbreed. Similarly, monkeys. Got it? So that is how we have put organism in different species. What is genus? Different species we have put in one genus. Seeing that there are some characters which are common. If there are some characters which are common in the species, we can put them in genus. Obviously, they should not interbreed, right? S5 will not interbreed with S4 because they are different species. But they were sharing some characters. That's why we have put it in genus. Similarly, family, it is group of related genus. Obviously, the number of characters will be very, very less. The number of common characters will be very, very less, right? Similarly, order will be what? Group of family. So it's very easy to remember actually. King Philip came over for great soup. Very easy. Genus is group of this, family is group of this, order is group of family. Like that you can tell. Only when it comes to species, you should tell it properly that what is species? It is group of related organisms which can interbreed with each other, right? All right. And finally we get phylum for animals and division for plants, right? So group of all the divisions will give you plant kingdom, which we will learn in chapter 3. And group of all the phylum will give you what? Animal kingdom, which we will learn in chapter number 4. This was the homework which I had given you, right? To learn everything, all examples. For example, Solanum, Petunia, Datura. Solanum, Petunia, and Datura. They are different genus, but they had some common characters. So we put them in one family, Solanaceae. Solanaceae. Now CAE is there. It means we are talking about plant, right? Yes. Similarly, you have some family like Canidae, in which you have dog. Felidae, in which you have cat. Deidae matlab it is animal, right? Solanum, Petunia, Datura, they are the genus which are kept in the family Solanaceae. Then Felidae and Canidae, they are separate family. One is cat family, another is dog family. Okay. Then this was also one of the homework to learn. Order Carnivora. It is order, right? It means it will be group of family. Which all family? Felidae and Canidae. Felidae, which includes cats family. Canidae, dog family. So cat and dog, both are carnivore. Yes or no? Both eat on flesh. And that's why we have put it in different order, and that is Carnivora. Similarly, two families of plant, Solanaceae and Convolvulaceae, we have put it in Polymoniales. Order Polymoniales. Now, there is one example of class, Mammalia. ठीक है, class Mammalia. So class is group of order, right? So in class Mammalia, which all order we have combined? Order Primata and order Carnivora. Carnivora, which had cats, dogs. Primata, which had monkey, gorilla, gibbon. Everything we have kept in Mammalia because they were mammals. They were able to feed their baby. है ना? Mammalia. They were having mammary glands to feed their baby. So that's how class has these orders. Mammalia. Class Mammalia has these orders. Then family Solanaceae. It is family. So family group of this all genus Solanum, Petunia, Datura. Right? Come to phylum. Phylum Chordata. So phylum will be group of classes. Phylum will be group of class. So phylum Chordata is group of which class? Param. What is this param? Pisces, amphibian, reptiles, and mammals. That is your group of class which is going to make which phylum? Chordata. Similarly, we have non-chordata phylum that we will see in chapter 4. Right, you must have heard of Porifera, Coelenterata, all those are part of which phylum? Non-chordata phylum. Okay, so non-chordata phylum we will be learning in chapter number 4. Now plant divisions. You have different plant divisions. In plant kingdom you have different plant divisions. What all? Algae, bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperm, angiosperm. These all are plant divisions, right? And if you combine all of it, you will get plant kingdom. If you combine phylum chordata and non-chordata, you will get kingdom. So I hope it is clear. This is what was given as homework. Yes? So now we will talk about taxonomic aids. So before I start this, I just want to know taxonomical aids, techniques, procedures, stored information and specimens that are useful in identification and classification of organism. Whenever you want to identify any organism, whenever you want to classify any organism, we have to follow some technique, some procedure, some information which are already there with us, some specimens which are already there with us. We will study about them, and only then, if a new species come, we will be able to put it in a class. We will be able to identify it. Okay? So that is the need of taxonomical aid. है ना? Why do we require it? So that if any new species come, you can do proper identification. You can do proper identification of any new species which you are coming across. Okay? So taxonomical aid. For you, it is impossible, right? For you, it is impossible to go to 1,000 years ago. Can you reach now? 1,000 years ago, can you go back and see what all species were there? No, right? You cannot. You cannot do that. You do that? You can't. Even I can't. No one can go, right? No one can travel time. I can't go to my past. So if you want to learn about something which was there in the past, and you cannot go to your past, so what is the solution? Taxonomical aid is the solution. You will go to herbarium, you will go to museum, botanical garden, zoo, and there you will learn about them, right? So among all taxonomical aid, the first one which we are learning is herbarium. So what is herbarium? Look at the word herbarium. Herbarium matlab herb is there, which means plant part is there, right? So it is a storehouse. Herbarium is a storehouse of collected plant specimens that are dried, pressed, and preserved on the sheet. We all have done it when we were child, है ना? On the paper, we all have stuck. Maybe leaf we have stuck, or maybe flower petals we have stuck. We have done it on the paper, right? Girls do it all the time, but boys, if the teachers ask them to do, then they do it, right? So herbarium is what? Storehouse of collected plant specimens. What do you mean by specimen? The part of the plant, है ना? We are not taking the entire plant. We are taking a small part of the plant. We are drying it, pressing it, and we are preserving it on a sheet. We are preserving it on a sheet. ठीक है? Let's say you are the person who found this and you went to a herbarium and you told people that please preserve it in a herbarium on a sheet of paper. So what will they do? They will write the date of collection over here. Bottom right corner, they will write on which date it was collected, who collected it, then the scientific name of the plant. What is the scientific name? Then what is the family? To which family the plant belongs? Then from which area it was collected, region of collection, from which area it was collected. Then what is the common name, local name? All these things will be written in the bottom right corner of the sheet. That is herbarium. ठीक है, you collect a plant specimen, you dry it, you press it, and you preserve it on a sheet of paper. Now you write the details in the bottom right corner. So in exam, what type of question comes? They will give you 4 options. ठीक है? And they will ask you, which among these is not written in the herbarium? Is not written in the herbarium. So maybe one option will be date of collection, another will be name of collector, who collected it, है ना? Scientific name, then local name. And then in the end, maybe they can tell that kingdom name will be given. Kingdom name. You have kingdom name in the details? No. है ना? So like that, they can frame the question. All right. So that is herbarium. That is herbarium. Now coming to the learning part. This was understanding. Coming to the learning part. This is understanding. I have a house. ठीक है? जैसे library होता है ना? You have library. Similarly, I have a big house and I have made a library kind of thing where so many sheets I have kept. And every sheet has what? Every sheet has plant specimen and the corner, right corner, bottom right corner, detail looks like a storehouse. Okay, where you are storing what? Natural resources. So if you store natural resources, no, that is called as repository. So herbarium is what? It is a repository. Repository means something or somewhere where you are storing the natural resources. So plants are natural resources, right? So herbarium is future use. Hannah, I told you, we are the current generation. We don't know what was there in the past. If you want to see, go to herbarium and you will be able to see what was there in the past, right? So who did that? The past people did that. No, people who were there before us. So they did it for us. They did for the future. So we are using it now. So herbarium is like a storehouse or repository for future use. What is repository? Where natural resources are found. So herbarium acts as quick referral system. You can just enter into the herbarium and you can look at the sheets. You can look at the details and quickly you can get to know about it. That is herbarium. Quick referral system. And that is the herbarium. Royal Botanical Garden. That's the largest herbarium. Royal Botanical Garden. That's the largest herbarium, which is located in London, England. Then Central National Herbarium, it's in Kolkata. Then National Botanical Research Institute, which is in Lucknow, India. You need to remember these 3. Royal Botanical Garden, London. Central National Herbarium, Kolkata. National Botanic Research Institute, Lucknow, India. So this is one taxonomical aid, herbarium. In the later classes, we are going to learn about other taxonomical aids. ठीक है? All right.